right, so let's get started with this lesson. The best way to understand your clients' and customers' needs is to ask them questions about who they are and what makes them tick. Did you know that when businesses added quizzes to their marketing strategy, that they had on average more shares in their social media content? Don't take my word for it. BuzzSumo did a study with over 100 million social media shares over an 8-month period in 2015 and found out that of the top 10 most shared articles, 8 of them included quizzes. In addition, the top 3 quizzes got more than 1 million shares in a 10-month time frame, which means awesome exposure for your business. Not to mention, quizzes provide a way of establishing expert status in your customer's mind. So, how should you quiz your clients to pull out valuable information? Let's take working in a salon as an example. When a client checks in, the first thing that should happen is for your staff to collect the right information, as was taught earlier. The next thing that should happen is to establish a relationship with your client in your chair. As soon as they sit down, ask them if anything new is going on in their lives, all the while looking at their hair and skin. This is where subjective and objective assessment is happening. While having a conversation, this is the perfect time to touch their hair. Determine if it is dry, are there split ends, is it thinning? You can ask them, well, what type of shampoo or conditioner are you using? You can also look and ask about their skin. This then can open up the process of asking them to take a quiz, which you will be giving them to obtain more education on how to get the best out of their hair care service, skincare needs, or whatever it is that you're wanting to sell. Also remind them that their skin is an extension of their hair, and you'd be happy to educate them on things that the 2 quizzes will point out. You can also ask if they are on certain medications or are having hormonal influxes. Maybe they are hypothyroid. Maybe they're on those type of medications. Maybe they just had a baby and all their hormones are, slowing down, which causes a lot of shedding of the hair. A lot of things that can be disconcerting to your clients. Many times people just do not connect the dots when they have hair skin issues, and this is where you provide not only your expert knowledge, but you are providing that relationship and strengthening it. So I would also suggest even having them talk to their pharmacist or MD to see if their current medications or whatever they're doing could be affecting their hair and skin, because if it's affecting their disease process, it's going to affect those things too. So you want to add more value to your customer? Do this. You can go a step further and you go to the pharmacist and ask them what are the most common medications that are given to people nowadays that could affect your customer's skin or hair care. You could also ask them, do they have pamphlets, or what site they recommend for you to pull that information, which again, you can tuck it away into an email and send it during your monthly education email to your client. Now that you have collected the information for your quiz, you can direct your client to a specific URL on your phone, your iPad, iPhone, or take a quiz. And you could also either have it printed out and slipping it into a clear plastic sleeve and put it in a 3-ring binder and then use one of those dry erase markers. That way you can capture the data without having to reprint it. Finally, you have your staff input the data that you've just captured into Google Sheets so that your salon can further decide which email list to add to your client or customer. If your customer needs a little push, don't forget to add an incentive such as another punch to their marketing card or social media score to get a 10% discount or a free product. You name what the incentive is. So let's look at the steps to design a highly convertible quiz. Well, one, you could use the quizzes that are already developed by the products that you're selling, whatever that may be, or you can design your own. So first of all, as I mentioned before, you can use one that's already developed. That way you don't have to think, or you can create one. So step one in designing a quiz, if you decide to go that route, is you got to remember it's all about the title. Did you know that quiz questions that contain the word actually in their question can make a boring question into a challenge? And who doesn't like a challenge? So let's look at what I mean. Which question gives the test taker a little more control? Let's look at two questions seeking the same information but asked differently. Question number one. How much do you know about skincare for acne? Versus, how much do you actually know about skincare for acne? Or, here's another set of questions. Did you know how sulfa and shampoo can leave byproducts in your hair? Versus, what do you actually know about sulfa and shampoo and how it could affect your hair? The second one is challenging the quiz taker to spell out what they know or don't know. Adding a title to the word which, W-H-I-C-H, in it also works. Since we're inquisitive by nature, we have to know, for example, which actress's hair color and cut best describes you? Or which actor's body type can you best identify as yours? Step two, decide what you want to know from your clients and make it informational, fun, shareable, and graphically appealing. For example, there are many skin and hair care products out there to purchase, but how do you get your customer to want to purchase what you have to offer? Well, Marketing 101 will tell you it's by pulling on their heartstrings. For example, if I were to sell or try to sell like skincare line, I may ask my client, how much do they actually know about the ingredients in their products? Or did you actually know that chemistry is the reason why something will work or not work? Or did you know that to mix and match your products and in what order is very important for them to work? Finally, in step three, you need to use tools to create quizzes. And to the right side, I have at least 4 of them that I value very much. First, there's the Survey Any Place, and it's my go-to tool for quizzes. It's easy to use and it's efficient. And the first setup has a free quiz section. Interact is a platform to produce custom quizzes, but they have monthly plans. Then there's Riddle, the first mobile platform to create quizzes, polls, lists, personality tests. It's free and it has paid monthly plans. And then there's PlayBuzz. It's a free platform that can help marketers create a wide variety of interactive content. Finally, I want to give you one more thing to consider. Don't stop with the quiz. Put these quizzes out there on your social media platform. Encourage your customers to hit share on their social media platforms as well for another punch on their rewards card for something of value like another 10% or on a service or a purchase of whatever product you're trying to sell. This is a small price to pay when paying for ads will cost you way more. So I'm hoping that you understand how to incorporate quizzes into your business so that not only can you learn from your clients, but you can learn how to provide more value to your clients over and over again each and every month, whether they're sitting in your salon or not. And I can't wait until I get to share with you the next segment of how to totally transform your business with hardly anything extra money to spend on. It's just going to take some elbow grease, but I'm telling you, these processes work. Okay, until next time, I will definitely, I'd love to hear from you, and I can't wait to share the next segment I'm going to.